In the heart of a bustling, vibrant town, there once lived a young merchant named Hassan. His shop wasn't the biggest, nor was he the wealthiest man in the market, but he owned something far more valuable: a reputation for unwavering honesty. Every person who walked through his door knew they would be treated with fairness and respect. No customer ever left his shop feeling cheated or deceived, because Hassan believed that every transaction was witnessed by Allah. One sunny afternoon, a wealthy and influential trader approached Hassan's small shop. The trader had observed Hassan's diligence and his growing reputation. He leaned in and made an offer, his voice a low whisper. "Hassan, my friend," he said, "I see you working so hard for so little. I have an opportunity for you, a chance to make a profit so large it will change your life overnight." Hassan's interest was piqued. The trader continued, "It's simple. All you need to do is mix some of these cheaper, lower quality goods with the expensive ones you sell. No one will ever notice the difference, and your profits will soar." Hassan listened patiently, his expression unchanging. He looked at the inferior goods the trader presented, then back into the trader's eyes. Without a moment's hesitation, Hassan shook his head firmly. "Thank you for the offer," he replied calmly, "but I cannot do that. I cannot cheat anyone, not for any amount of gold. My faith teaches me that honesty is a sacred trust. Allah is always watching me, and I would rather earn a single coin honestly than a mountain of gold through deceit." The wealthy trader scoffed, a dismissive laugh escaping his lips. "You're a fool, Hassan. You'll stay poor forever with that mindset." He turned and walked away, disappearing into the crowded market, leaving Hassan to continue his small but honest trade. As the seasons changed, a period of hardship fell upon the town. The once thriving market grew quiet and customers became scarce. Months passed and Hassan's business slowed to a crawl. He struggled to make ends meet, finding it difficult to pay the rent for his shop and even to buy food for his family. The weight of his financial troubles pressed heavily on his shoulders. Whispers began to circulate through the town's alleyways and gathering places. "Look at poor Hassan," some would say. "He's a good man, but what has his honesty brought him? He's struggling while others are thriving." Others were less kind. "Why doesn't he just be clever like the others? He could be rich if he wasn't so stubborn about his principles." The constant murmurs were like a slow, dripping poison designed to test his resolve. At home, seeing the worry etched on his face, Hassan's wife would offer him words of comfort and strength. She would gently take his hand and say, "My dear husband, be patient. Do not let their words sway you from your path. Remember that Allah is the most just. He tests those he loves, and he never, ever forgets his faithful servants. Our provision is in his hands, not in the tricks of the marketplace." Her words were a soothing balm to his troubled heart. Every night, after a long and often fruitless day at the shop, Hassan would lay out his prayer mat. He would turn towards the Qibla and pour his heart out to his Creator. He prayed with deep sincerity, "O Allah, you are the provider, the most merciful. Bless my work, no matter how small. Make my honest efforts fruitful and keep me firm on the path of righteousness. Protect me from the temptation of easy wealth and grant me the strength to remain true to my beliefs." Even in these difficult times, he placed his complete trust in Allah's plan, believing that relief would come, in his time and in his way. One morning, as the sun cast its first golden rays over the quiet town, a stranger entered Hassan's shop. He was a man of distinguished appearance, but his face was clouded with worry. He looked around the modest shop, his eyes carefully scanning the neatly arranged goods. He approached Hassan, who greeted him with a warm and welcoming smile despite his own difficulties. The stranger spoke, his voice heavy with concern. "I have traveled from a distant land," he began, "and I have heard tales of a merchant in this town who is known for his unshakable honesty. I have a very important and large transaction to make. I need to purchase goods worth thousands of gold coins to take back to my people, and I absolutely cannot afford to be cheated. The success of my journey depends on it. Tell me, are you the man they speak of? Will you help me?" Hassan, though taken aback by the scale of the request, felt a sense of duty. "I will do my very best to serve you with the honesty that my faith commands," he replied sincerely. He then dedicated himself to the task. For hours, Hassan meticulously selected, weighed, and packed the goods, ensuring every single item was of the highest quality and every measurement was exact. He was transparent about every detail, showing the customer the scales and explaining the value of each product. The stranger watched him intently, a sense of relief slowly replacing the worry on his face. When they were finished, the stranger paid the agreed-upon price and left with his caravan, thanking Hassan for his integrity. Hassan felt a deep sense of gratitude, not for the profit he made, but for the opportunity to uphold his principles. A week later, to his immense surprise, the stranger returned. He walked into the shop not with an order, but with a heavy bag that clinked with the sound of gold. He placed it on the counter before a stunned Hassan. "Your honesty is a rare jewel," the stranger said, his eyes shining with admiration. "When I returned to my homeland and inspected the goods, I found their quality and measure to be even better than I had hoped. Your integrity has brought me great success and honor. Allah has surely blessed your work because of your faithfulness. Please take this bag of gold. It is not a payment, but a reward, a share of the blessings that your honesty has brought upon me." Hassan was overwhelmed, his eyes filling with tears of gratitude. He looked up, whispering, "Alhamdulillah. All praise is for Allah." The story of Hassan's encounter with the foreign merchant spread like wildfire. It traveled from shop to shop, town to town, carried by travelers and traders. His reputation for impeccable honesty became legendary. People from far and wide sought him out, eager to do business with a man they could trust completely. His small shop was no longer quiet. A steady stream of customers flowed through his doors each day. His business flourished, growing beyond anything he could have ever imagined. He became prosperous, not through tricks or deception, but through the solid foundation of his integrity. He was able to provide a comfortable and happy life for his family, support his community, and give generously to those in need. Yet, through all this newfound wealth and success, Hassan remained the same humble and devout man. His prosperity did not make him arrogant or forgetful. If anything, it deepened his gratitude. He never missed a prayer, and his nights were still spent in conversation with his Lord, thanking him for his boundless mercy and blessings. He would often tell his children and the young merchants who looked up to him, "Remember this, money and riches can be lost in an instant. But honesty, this is the true treasure that Allah gives. It is a wealth that no one can take from you, and its rewards are not just in this life but in the hereafter." This beautiful story of Hassan teaches us a profound lesson. Allah always rewards honesty and patience. The material gains that come from cheating and deception are fleeting and temporary. They bring no real peace or blessing. But the blessings that come through faith, patience, and unwavering integrity are lasting and abundant. When we place our trust in Allah's plan and hold fast to what is right, even when it's difficult, He opens doors for us that we never expected. He can bring forth miracles from the most unexpected places, proving that true success lies not in what we accumulate, but in who we are. Thank you for watching. If this story touched your heart, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more inspiring content. May peace be with you.